Several school districts in North Alabama are expected to return to in-person learning tomorrow after going virtual because of COVID cases. Those schools, you can see the list right there on your screen right now. New tonight, COVID cases are rising across the country, and now fears are rising that they'll spike even more as people return home after a weekend of packed beaches, parks, and sporting events. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
Filling parks, stadiums, and beaches, millions of Americans marking the unofficial end of summer by hitting the road and skies for the Labor Day weekend. The movement fueling fears that COVID cases will climb, crushing hospitals that are already struggling.
In over 20 years of doing this, I've never been this busy or this stressed or seen this many sick people.
From Maine to Idaho, ICUs scrambling to treat 100,000 COVID patients. Governor Brad Little activating the National Guard once again as Idaho hospitals near capacity.
There just aren't enough resources for everybody. There's not enough beds, staff, and ventilators, whatever it might be.
Pediatric cases are also putting pressure on hospitals. In Texas, 345 children are hospitalized with COVID across the state. In Austin, just 2 adult and 5 pediatric ICU beds remain.
If we want to protect kids, adults around them should be getting vaccinated.
In South Florida, County Commissioner Mike Forrester died of COVID complications despite being fully vaccinated, according to Miami station WPLG. Health experts still emphasizing that breakthrough cases and hospitalizations among the fully vaccinated are rare and that vaccines are very effective in preventing severe disease. As for vaccine boosters for the general public, Dr. Fauci on CNN saying Pfizer's shot will still roll out as planned on September 20th. But the debate continues within the scientific community about whether those who are fully vaccinated but not immunocompromised need them.
If in the next few weeks it emerges that young, healthy people do better with a booster, great. But if not, obviously not. We're going to want to really let the science drive that.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And remember, you can find the most up-to-date information on the coronavirus pandemic anytime, 24/7. Just head to our website, waytv.com. Let's check in now with meteorologist Carson Meredith in for Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna tonight in our Storm Tracker Weather Center. Carson, we couldn't have asked for a much better day to wrap up the holiday weekend. So tell us, how long does this pleasant late summer weather stick around?
Well, really, Marie, by and large, over the next 7 days, our rain chances are quite low. Now, looking ahead to tomorrow, though, we'll have a few of those showers around. Just keep that umbrella nearby tomorrow as you head off to work or school, but not everybody will see rain as we go through your Tuesday. For your Monday night, it's all quiet. There's a live look at Decatur right now on our Way 31 Skycam network. Very comfortable temperatures, low humidity, 67 degrees in Morgan County right now, and that's where most spots are at the 10 o'clock update in that upper 60s range, including in the Rocket City. We're at 68 degrees right now, 69 out in Florence this evening, and 68 degrees right now in Scottsboro right now. Looking at the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network, it's a clean sweep across our 3 radar sites in the Shoals, Decatur, and Gunnersville. Just some of that ground noise, that's all we're seeing. It's all quiet across North Alabama tonight. And for the most part, much of your Tuesday will also be quiet too. There's your bus stop forecast. 65 degrees when the kids head off to school tomorrow morning. Very comfortable start to this short school week. Later on in the afternoon, a few of those pop-up showers will be around. Nothing too widespread, but keep an eye to the skies. Those high temperatures tomorrow afternoon topping out in the upper 80s. But again, over the next 7 days, rain chances are few and far between. Temperatures stay comfortable, but we are heading back to near 90 degrees. I'll show you when in the 7-day in a few minutes. Marie?
Today, millions of Americans lost their COVID-related unemployment benefits. Here in Alabama, people lost those benefits back in June. Governor Kay Ivey opted out of the additional federal benefits in an attempt to get people back to work. Way 31's Alex Torres Perez spoke with local business owners about the lingering labor shortage.
It's tough.
Stan Stinson and Tina Ford own several businesses in North Alabama. They've had to close 3 businesses and reduce their hours because of lack of staff.
We haven't been able to open at night because we don't have enough staff to do it without working them 60 hours a week and they wouldn't have any quality of life. So we've just made the decision to let the business not be open because, truthfully, your staff deserves better.
They've tried to hire more people, but many are ghosting them during the interview process.
Either didn't show up or didn't come to work after you hire them. So
It's a crazy time right now.
it really is.
Alabama opted out of federal COVID unemployment benefits in hopes of improving the labor shortage. And though the unemployment rate in Alabama has gone down, business owners really haven't seen a difference.
With all the government subsidies available, why show up?
They believe the benefits led to a lack of work ethic, which they hope changes soon.
It's really frustrating because we're offering really good wages, we have benefits, we have good working environments, and we treat our people pretty darn well.
It's time to figure out how to get back into a normal life and be able to go to work and come home at night. You may be tired, but you're very excited about what you accomplished for the day.
Reporting in Huntsville, Alex Torres-Perez, WAAY 31 News.
Now, Stan and Tina tell us they need to hire 35 people in order to fully reopen all of their locations. A recent study found states that opted out of the pandemic unemployment payments early did see a small increase in employment, but also saw a decrease in spending. Experts say today's expiration of federal unemployment benefits could lead to an additional 500,000 new jobs in September and October. However, they also expect to see around $8 billion in reduced spending. A birthday surprise for a little boy in the Shoals. We'll tell you how a community stepped up to turn a 5-year-old's frown upside down. And just as California firefighters are finally getting the massive Caldor fire under control, 3 new wildfires have erupted. How they're already threatening structures and forcing evacuations.
Looking ahead to the next 3 days, your threat tracker is yellow tomorrow and Wednesday for a few hit and miss showers around. But then starting on Thursday, plenty of sunshine and comfortable temperatures. Well, they're not going anywhere. Details in the 7-day next.
Coverage you can count on. You're watching WAAY 31 News with the WAAY 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Investigators are working to learn exactly what caused a deadly house fire in Morgan County early this morning. It happened on East Upper River Road, that's in Somerville. The coroner identified the victim as 53-year-old Dennis Dwayne Malone. Neighbors told Way 31 they woke up to popping noises and saw the home engulfed in flames. It wasn't until after firefighters put out the fire they found the body inside. It's not clear if Malone lived at the home. We will continue to follow this story as new information comes to light during the course of this investigation. And we, of course, will provide on-air updates and online at waytv.com. New information tonight. Firefighters in California are finally starting to get the massive Caldor fire under control, but their fight is far from over. 3 new fires have erupted in the past 48 hours, and a heat wave is in the forecast. Meteorologists say parts of California, Nevada, and Arizona will experience temperatures up to 20 degrees above average, with forecast temperatures rising as high as 115 degrees. Firefighters are already lining up resources in anticipation of a busy week.
New fires always take precedence because we don't want, another large fire.
A red flag warning is in effect for portions of Oregon and California through Tuesday. Crews fear the hot and dry conditions this week will spread the flames of those new fires even further. As of tonight, the Caldor fires burned more than 216,000 acres near the California-Nevada border since it sparked back on August 14th. It is now 44% contained. Happening tonight, the Shoals community rallied around a little boy who had his go-kart stolen. 5-year-old Gage Austin got a go-kart for his birthday in June, and at the end of August, well, someone stole it out of his yard in Tuscumbia. Well, people in the area found out what happened, and total strangers came together to raise $2,000 and surprise Gage with a brand new go-kart this weekend.
And then a lady named Rachel Brown had messaged me, and I don't know her. I've never met her. We've never even crossed paths in life. And she said that he had touched her heart and that she wanted to help out.
So Brown, that the mother was just telling you about, started a fundraiser on Facebook, and Linda's family donated, and the lady who owns the gas station up the street chipped in to help too. Well, Gage's new go-kart comes with a ton of safety features. Look at him go. And yes, he has had a ton of fun riding it ever since.
Weather coverage you can count on with meteorologist Carson Meredith and the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Tell you what, it was a great day to drive that go-kart around North Alabama, just being outside at all, firing up the grill, walking around the neighborhood. Gorgeous evening across North Alabama, and a beautiful sunset too. I snapped this image from our Way 31 Skycam network site in Guntersville earlier tonight. See the water there at the bottom of your screen? Gorgeous colors across the sky earlier this evening. And if you ever have any sunrise, sunset, or any weather photos for that matter, send them our way. Share at waytv.com. That's the email address. We see every single one of your photos, and someday your photo might end up during one of our weather forecasts. Outside tonight, it's a quiet picture. There's a look at the Way 31 Skycam network. Temperatures a little bit on the mild side, yes, but quite comfortable because there's really no humidity to speak of tonight. 68 in Huntsville, 69 in Decatur, 71 out in Guntersville this evening, and it's 72 degrees in Muscle Shoals right now. All quiet across the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network. Just some of that ground clutter that we're not uncommon used to seeing this time of year, and that's all we're going to see for the rest of the night. All quiet for North Alabama. And going through the day tomorrow, most spots will stay dry. I say most because there's at least that small chance for a couple of spotty showers back in the forecast for your Tuesday. Temperature-wise, we're going to wake up to those temperatures in the low to mid 60s. We'll warm up quickly to 72 degrees by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. 87, that's our forecast high, just a couple degrees below normal for early September standards, and we down to the upper 70s by 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Rain chances over the next 5 days, few and far between. Just that 20% chance tomorrow, another 20% chance on Tuesday as another cold front moves through. And once that second cold front moves through on Wednesday, the rest of the work week heading into the upcoming weekend, very, very dry, little in the way of rain chance to speak of for quite some time. Here's future radar with those temperatures. It's all quiet overnight tonight. Temperatures, again, like I mentioned, in the low 60s when you wake up tomorrow morning. Then we have some more of that moisture kind of lift back northward into North Alabama. So we can start to see a few of those sprinkles, especially in northeast Alabama, once we get towards 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And one thing I've noticed tonight, some data sources are trying to squeeze out a couple more showers along the I-65 corridor around 11 o'clock tomorrow night. This data source is keeping us dry, but we'll just keep that small shower chance in the forecast through the overnight hours tomorrow night. And there you see that cold front moving spreading through Wednesday afternoon around 3:30. Once this front moves through Wednesday evening, that nice dry weather sticks around as we head through at least the next 5 to 7 days. Tropics are staying busy. Here's the latest information on this tropical disturbance. We've been talking about this for the last couple of days. Still very unorganized in the Gulf of Mexico. Not expecting it to become a tropical cyclone. Just a 30% chance that it becomes a tropical storm or a hurricane. But if you have any plans on the Gulf Coast later this week, this system might cause some heavier downpours as we get towards, let's say, Wednesday and Thursday of this upcoming week. Meanwhile, still watching Hurricane Larry. What a monster. Latest update from the National Hurricane Center. 125-mile-per-hour winds, a Category 3 major hurricane. The good news, Larry will stay well out over open water. No impacts in the U.S. and no impacts on any land whatsoever. And that is certainly some good news after everything we saw from Hurricane Ida a couple weeks ago. 7-day forecast, the quietest it has been in a long time, that's for sure. 87 is your high tomorrow, 87 again on Wednesday, dropping into the low to mid 80s for the rest of the work week. And the 90s are back as we head towards the early part of next week. Marie?